Hola. What up? Babe. I've got the babe status. Around the World by Daft Punk.
Thank you. What's the serenade you? You say. What's a song? Where's my... There it is.
What am I about to listen to?
Me.
Oh.
We're gonna skip past this part. This part's garbage. Turn my back real quick. Keep my friends on my mind. I'm in love. I'm in love with two girls at one time in they tens. That's why I got 10 on my mind. I got M's. And my friends. And me some. I love me a threesome. DM my daily email a secret. He trying to diss me to blow up, I peep it. I can respond, we just go at your people. If I let some rocks in your bed, you can keep it. This shit getting deeper and deeper. I dig it. My shovel was bent while I was broke at the fix it. A shark in the water, you swim with a little fish. I ate today, by tomorrow she miss it. I don't know these lyrics. I'm not a goat, but I fit the description. I like the pull, so I get the prescription. We walk around with them bands and our britches. This gun ain't gonna jam when I blow, I ain't missing. I'll drop a hit after hit, I'm just chilling, but I'll send a hit while I chill with my children. Bigger the business, the bigger the office. I don't know this part either.
You just don't know the parts at all.
Lost a Ferrari, Las Vegas, Nevada. I woke up the following day and went harder. I'm cracking my shell now. They see I'm smarter. I gotta get money. I love to get charter. I have it for Birkin and once for a daughter. Don't know this part either. Screaming out, yo, yeah, that's the motto. Sins. I got sins on my mind. Let me get an actual fire song. Oh, you heard Olivia Rodrigo's new song?
No, I have not.
Bro, 21 million views in 16 hours.
Damn.
She's getting hype, bro. And her driver's license, it's almost at 1 billion. It's like 100 million away from 1 billion.
The girl that sang that song?
Yeah, she's dropped 3 songs. They've all went platinum.
What
this
the
was about to be
fuck?
platinum. Yeah. And her second season of like that Disney show she was on just came out the other day too. She's making bread, bro.
Oh,
She
hell
just
yeah.
turned 18. Dude,
Damn.
she's making bread.
I fucking wish I could do that shit.
Bro.
Hell.
Yeah, man, she making bread. Let me see here. Where my boy Scory at? There he is.
Is this her song? Who's this?
This is Scory.
Story?
Everybody on bare face. Remy don't care chase. Wait till this time slide with a new Glock and a pair of skates. Little bro, let's shots fly. If they shot by the spare trade. He tried got knocked out. One of my parts got scared straight. Ever since they did, man, one of my guys went to their brains. Made it to the top. No, it ain't funny. Let it marinate. Oh, they talking money near hearing aid. Whoa. And now I'm top dog. Got my thoughts as a better way. I can get tied down to the block, I had to separate. Married to the money, I buy champagne, the wedding ring. Got it out the mother fairy, shots rang, I'ma let it bang. I came from plugging on that dark side, you would never hang.
Oh, that is not what I wanted to do.
Bang. Terry 10 doors, I heard his mom cry, the sentencing.
It's a tough time. Oh, I'm not gonna make it to the race. That sucks.
Are you playing Need for Speed?
Yeah.
Let me find her new song, bro. Her new song? So you've heard Driver's License, right? Obviously.
Yeah, from TikTok.
Yeah, so that's like all like sad or whatever. And then her song Deja Vu, they're all in the top 50 in charts. It's crazy. But
Yeah,
she's making big. Like she made, let me see. Just off Apple. It was like, it was upwards of like 20 million just off Driver's License, just from Apple sales.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. What the hell? I didn't even think her driver license. I didn't think that was a really good song.
It wasn't, but it just blew up.
Yeah, just because so many people were using it as a TikTok sound.
Yeah, and everybody was depressed like when it came out.
Yeah.
And this one came out like yesterday.
Oh.
Oh, this is her own ad of her own show. That's lit. She making extra money.
Do you like J. Cole's Off Season?
I like one song he dropped. Let me see, because it's in the charts and I added something, but it's in the check.
I didn't like that. I didn't like his new album. It wasn't that good.
I only heard one song and it was, let me see. It was, god dang it. I just don't know. It was Interlude.
Oh, Interlude? Yeah, Interlude was good.
Yeah, it's number 3 right now in the world.
Yeah, but Interlude wasn't a part of the album. But yeah, no, it was good. Because he dropped Interlude, and then like 2 days after he dropped the album.
Well, he put it in there. He put it in that jump.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Let me see here. It's like punk pop themed, like how MGK was.
Oh, kind of like Pink. Remember Pink?
Yeah. I do remember Pink. What was this dude commenting for? 25 seconds.
Got a full lobby up in here.
Let's see here. Oh, you're streaming.
Yup.
My stream's been popping recently, bro. You seen my channel?
No, I have not.
I'm averaging like 50 viewers a stream.
Oh, damn.
Just from playing Siege.
I mean, I got a bunch of followers on TikTok right now.
There's a dude that used to ride our bus who has 200k followers on TikTok right now. Me and Joe's bus.
Oh shit.
His name's you know Caleb Booker?
Yeah.
He has 200k followers on TikTok.
Oh yeah, no, that's fake.
What do you mean?
Those are bots.
Oh yeah, most of them, yeah. But he still gets taken.
Yeah, no, he does get some pretty good views.
Like, let me see here. He's got 12.3 million likes. And he's averaging like 25k to 54k views a video.
Yeah. You
What's your
know,
TikTok?
it's my Snapchat, Sammy Russ Meisel. Because I posted one video and it just kind of, it got 50.9k views, I think.
Let's see. We boxing. I'd go ham on we boxing.
Oh yeah. Honestly, any Wii game was
Is that
top
Pammy?
tier. Yeah, it was Pammy. I know exactly
Pammy
what you're
the Mom.
watching.
Yeah. Madison. Aiden. I'm following for Aiden. Hold up. Aiden the G, man.
Mhm. I
I'm
like
still
watching
a
his streams.
I'm still a moderator in his Twitch stream, bro. From way back in the day when he was wagering Ticino and stuff. I don't know if you're like into 2K like that. But he
Oh
used to
yeah,
play
no, I know.
Ticino. Yeah. He'd give out mods just like to everyone. He'd only have like 200 people in his stream. And then after that stream with Ticino, he was getting like 5K.
Oh yeah.
But I was also in Ticino's stream for the long. I've been watching Ticino since 2K17, bro. He had 8,000 YouTube subscribers, and he'd average like 100 viewers on Twitch in 2K17. And then as the years gone through, he averaged like 30K viewers now, and he has like a couple, like a mil, I think, on YouTube.
Damn.
I still have his email. Like, bro, I was like a little kid or whatever. I emailed him. I was like, hey, we should run up 2K sometime. And he's like, nah, fam. He didn't say nah, fam. He's like, I've been busy. Oh, I'm busy all the time. I'm trying to make this YouTube thing full time, which he did.
Yeah, he
So
did.
shouts to him.
Yeah, I know. Him showing up on my For You page, fucking with his sus ass freestyles.
Oh yeah, Aiden, man, he different. He had Folio on a string the other day. He ain't actually shot.
Yeah. I mean, fucking the shit that T Grizzly did to him. It was funny, but it was like, damn, can't really do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're good. They're making a GTA one together, based off New York.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I like their role plays. Those are pretty cool.
I don't know. I watch like a lot of Steve will do it.
Mhm.
He gambles a lot. He makes so much money off it. And Nelk, of course.
Yeah, no, every single time they stream, they gamble.
And they're dropping their May drop tomorrow. I'm gonna get something. I ain't sure what I'm gonna get yet.
I find it
Everything's
crazy.
like 2 minutes.
I find it crazy that Nelk Boys and Dana White are like friends. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
how the fuck did that happen?
They're business partners, but then they became friends.
Yeah.
The UFC sponsored Nelk, and then Nelk sponsored Hallerhead Whiskey, which is Dana's business, and it ain't come out yet. So it's mutual benefits for both of them.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm probably the biggest UFC fan you ever meet. I bet on every fight, bro. I bet on Canelo. I put on my story that I don't know if you've seen it. I was like, bet
Oh,
on
dude.
Canelo.
Canelo is fucking crazy, bro.
He's the GOAT. He's better than any boxer in all of boxing except for maybe Triple G, because Triple G should be the first time.
Honestly, I want to see. I'd rather see Canelo and Mayweather fight than Logan Paul and Mayweather.
That ain't gonna happen, because Mayweather knows if he steps in a ring again with an actual boxer, he'd do it, but it'd be an exhibition. He's never putting his record up.
Yeah.
Ever.
And then he thinks he's gonna win against Logan. I really don't think he's gonna beat Logan.
Yeah, he'll win off points. He doesn't have knockout power. He's very weak. He's not knocked out anybody in a decade. He'll win off points though, just because I don't think Logan's gonna be able to hit him, because he is the greatest defensive boxer of all time. No matter how big he is,
Yeah.
he won't be able to hit him, bro. If he hits him one good time, there's a chance, but that's unlikely. No, like 50 people couldn't do it, including Canelo, including almost Triple G, almost Triple G, bro. If Canelo punches like a heavyweight. If Canelo fought Logan, Canelo would slap Logan. Canelo lost to Floyd.
Canelo is easily the best fighter in the league right now.
Him and Triple G, yeah. Triple G's ridiculous.
I haven't watched Triple G in a while.
He is He's the highest knockout rate of any fighter. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He also has the longest knockout streak. He broke Mike Tyson when he came up. He has 43 fights, 1 loss, 39 knockouts, 36 knockouts. He doesn't ever lose when it comes. His only loss was against Canelo, and his only draw was against Canelo. With the draw against Canelo, he actually won, even though I'm a Canelo fan, he still won.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love fighting, bro. I've been betting, bro. I put on my story. I said, bet on Canelo. I've been betting a lot, dude. Making a lot of money, or making a lot of profit, I'd say, just off this fighting, not the NBA though, because I keep calling games wrong. But I put on my story. I was like, bet on Canelo. He's at -700. It's only gonna get worse. And then, so obviously don't get that much because it's -700. And then everybody's like, how you bet? How you bet? I told him, download DraftKings Sportsbook. Bet on Canelo right there. He's -700. What happens? Canelo slumps the man, almost kills Billy Joe Saunders, like actually almost murders him. He could have died.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight.
And then everybody's like, oh, I just won some money. I was like, yeah, you did.
That's what happens.
All the rest of the story. That's crazy. I also bet on Oliveira yesterday. Who beat Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
In UFC 262. So I got money from that. I didn't even bet on Tony Ferguson, but Tony Ferguson got slumped. Not really slumped, but he got beaten up badly. He also got his ACL torn in half from his ankle.
So, do you think Jake is gonna fight KSI?
Well, KSI is looked at as an actual artist now. He's had Polo G on his song. He's actually in the top 100 for monthly listeners out of any artist in the world. So he's actually an actual artist.
Yeah.
I don't like his music. I think it's all god awful.
What?
His fans that listen to it.
I like his music.
Not all of it, I'm saying. I don't think he can rap. Dude, he just doesn't have bars like that. And then he's looked at as an actual artist. He's doing festivals. He has this big old event coming up. And he said he'll fight him after the event. The event's in February of 2022. So that's after that. But then Jake's gonna fight somebody in December because he's gonna have another fight before the end of the year, and then he'll fight someone like mid 2022. I think maybe, but I doubt it, just because like the way things are working out. I don't know though. Just depends.
It'll be interesting because I didn't think it when Jake first started, but Jake's actually a pretty decent fighter.
Boxer, yeah. He can box. He uses hands.
Because he's kind of got a similar style to Conor McGregor.
A little bit, yeah. He's this thing about him though, he has God-given talent, and he's very snappy and very powerful.
Yeah. And
you can't teach that. You can't teach someone to be snappy, and he is. So he actually does have hands, even though he's mad annoying. And he used to be mad annoying too, but I don't know, he has hands. Love him or hate him, he has hands. And if he fights Nick Diaz will get killed again.
Yeah.
Fights Nate will get killed. Nate Diaz. He'll kill both Diaz brothers in a boxing ring. I don't know, I just feel like he needs to fight Tommy Fury and he'll be good.
Yeah.
Because him and Tommy Fury would actually be like if it's 12 rounds in like official boxing, it'll probably go like 10 or 12 rounds. It'll be a great fight. Because Tommy Fury's 4-0, 5-0, all knockouts, of course. Greatest heavyweight of all time is literally his older brother. So he has boxing knowledge. He's in a boxing family. I don't know, bro. That'd be a good fight. I think he has to fight Tommy Fury, or else he's just gonna keep getting hate, and he's not proving himself to be a boxer because he keeps fighting.
Yeah.
Bums.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that would be an interesting fight, and would be good for him as well.
I just think it'd be stupid to fight Conor, considering Conor's only boxing match. He won the first 6 rounds easily, and then he got gassed. That's the only reason he lost to Floyd. He was already winning 6-0. He won every single round, and he got gassed. So kind of the TKO because he got beat up a little bit.
Yeah, which the good thing about that is the Paul brothers. they were wrestlers, so they don't get gas as easily as other fighters or boxers.
You can look up Jake's stats, bro. He's a bummy wrestler, man. Logan was decent in high school, though.
Yeah, no, Logan, because Logan won states.
Yeah. He still got slapped up a couple times, and he gets slapped up by Ben. Ben's world class.
Oh yeah, no, Ben was a really good wrestler.
He's world class. He's very. I mean, he can beat Paulo Costa, and Paulo Costa is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk like crazy. You gotta look at Israel Adesanya. He has a fight coming up too. He's probably the best fighter in the UFC right now. He slapped up Paulo like it was nothing.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that.
He's my favorite fighter. Him and Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley's crazy.
Yeah, I've heard of Sean.
You gotta look at all Izzy's fights, man. He's crazy. He's just so precise. He's very skinny and lanky and tall, but he's so strong, and he's 20-1. The last fight he lost, he fought a guy 70 pounds heavier than him, and he won the first 2 rounds.
Oh.
And he didn't get knocked out. It went the distance, but Jan won the last 3 just off wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But he's crazy. And he still has his belt. He's middleweight. He's fighting the championship to keep his belt. And I think next UFC, UFC 263, I believe. So next UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting because he got to keep his belt because he legit moved up to heavyweight just for a fun fight. Yeah, man, Izzy's crazy. And then Connor and Dustin, they fight again July 10th. For the trilogy to see who's a better fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to go 2 ways. Dustin's either going to sleep him, or if Connor's legs are healthy, Connor's going to murder that man.
Yeah.
If his legs are not healthy, Connor's going to get murdered again. Plus, Connor's a billionaire now, considering he just sold Proper 12 for $600 million.
Wait, what did he sell?
He sold his whiskey company, Proper 12, for $600 million.
Damn.
He's officially a billionaire now, and he also got Forbes richest athlete because in 2020 he made $180 million.
Oh. Oh, that's good for him.
Yeah, that's also another reason he'll probably never take the Jake fight. He doesn't need the money, and he doesn't want to like ruin his reputation just because of that slight chance Jake wins.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the money. He's a billionaire, man. He can retire right now and buy whatever he wants for the rest of his life. Legit, whatever he wants. Every day, he could buy a Ferrari. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, when you play a professional sport and you can make a business off of the money you make from that professional sport, I mean, become rich quick. See, the thing about all these YouTubers fighting is the shit that Logan and Jake started. Because now there's a bunch of fucking TikTokers that are nobodies that are trying to fight now.
I think Joe Eller and KSI started it.
Yeah, that would have been right.
Yeah, man.
Which I didn't even know about that fight until Logan and KSI were going at it.
Yeah. They're they're entertaining.
Yeah.
Kind of funny to watch. And you can look at that TikTok versus YouTuber card and automatically tell who's gonna win their fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would say that boy Taylor Holder has hands. He's getting trained by Canelo.
Oh, is he?
Or him and Canelo are boys, and he's in the gym every day. Like, he has hands.
Damn.
He has God-given hands. Yeah, but he's getting trained by Canelo. So is Bryce. Bryce getting trained by Canelo as well. Canelo's friends with both of them.
Huh.
Canelo would just be sitting in his gym and boxers only, just training them.
I mean, I guess they're actually no, they probably aren't paying him. They're probably just practicing with him just because they're friends.
Yeah. And then Ryan trains with him too, Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia is world class. He's a winning competitor. He'll get undefeated too when he retires. He just slumped Luke Campbell in January in 7th round. Ryan Garcia, I think he's 23 now or 24 now. He's nice. He'll have a fight. He'll have a title fight here in a couple of years. If they were all his golden boy, and Oscar De La Hoya started doing like drugs or something, Ryan Garcia let him in so they Canelo. Oscar De La Hoya is like mental career. Speaking of wrestlers, there's not going to be a better wrestler than Khabib in UFC history, probably for like next, I don't know, 30 years, dude.
Yeah, I know.
He's one of a kind. He's unbeatable, and he never will be beaten. The only person that ever went around against him was Conor, and he only won one round.
Yeah.
You literally just fights that are like by decision. That's just because the person didn't get knocked out or submitted. He has like 10 knockouts, like 11 submissions, rest decision. Never lost a round except for one.
Yeah, no. Khabib is a really interesting fighter. I like him.
And sad we'll never see him fight again.
Yeah.
Same thing with DC though. Jake's trying to fight DC in a boxing ring. That ain't gonna happen. DC told him he'd do an MMA. That ain't gonna happen. DC would murder that man in MMA. DC's a god tier wrestler too, and he's also a Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah. I'm surprised about how much you know about fighting and all that.
Just years of watching this show. I bet like on everything, every UFC, but not like the fight nights or anything. Just every official UFC, bro. I love UFC. It's probably my favorite sport besides. I don't even watch NFL that much. I only watch Bills games because Stephon Diggs had the most receptions last year and receiving yards, so he's got to. I called it too. I said as soon as he gets a good quarterback like Josh Allen, those two linked up. Josh Allen was third in the MVP race, and Stephon Diggs was the best wide receiver in the league statistically. I called it, bro. Like those two linked up so good.
Yeah.
I watch it. I watch every sport I think except for baseball. Like NBA, I watch all the games. NFL, all of them, but like only Bills really. So just all the Bills games, but like, I keep in touch. And then UFC, I watch every UFC fight, and I watch almost every big name boxing fight. Well, it depends on how big name, but
Yeah.
because they don't really air a lot of boxing unless it's a really good event. I don't know, bro. I like all of them. Izzy's probably my favorite UFC fighter, and Canelo and Triple G are my favorite boxer. Triple G's so good, man. So good, it's not even funny. Well, Floyd never fought him. He never will.
Yeah. You know, Floyd's. I think after this Logan Paul fight, his career's done.
Yeah. That's why he's doing exhibitions, man. He's scared. He doesn't want to get his 50-0, 50-1. But he has legit the perfect record.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's not even compared to like Sugar Ray's record or anything like that. Because back then, because now it like Floyd got lucky, which is why he's the highest paid athlete ever. He made a lot more. He doesn't have that much money anymore. He's still set for life, but he's made more money than MJ and Conor combined. Like he's made money.
Yeah.
Just because he's like that. But that's why he's doing exhibitions and stuff. And he grew up in the perfect time where he only had to take 50 fights. When you look at somebody, when you look at somebody like Sugar Ray Robinson, who's fought 201 times, won 174 of them, and has 109 knockouts.
Oh.
Like he's fought 201 times. That's 4 times the amount of Floyd has fought in his career, and he fought that from 40 to like 65. So he fought 200 fights in 25 years. Floyd fought 50 in 21.
Damn.
Boxers back then, because he fought from 1940 to 1965, they had to fight every other week
Yeah.
or 3 times a month because that was their paycheck. Like it was like an everyday job to them.
Hmm.
Nowadays, boxers can go in, fight a fight. They're set for the month, set for a couple months. And if
Yeah.
you're big enough, you're set for your life. Like the Conor and Floyd fight, they made it was $1 billion fight.
Yeah. And
It's ridiculous.
see, if Logan Paul does win this fight, people are going to be really suspicious about Floyd's other fights, and they're going to think that those fights were given to him.
Yeah, because all the ones that were knockout, he's won a lot of fight by decision. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just it's a lot. It's a lot to handle. If he 200 years from now, you look in a history book, Floyd Mayweather is still gonna be 50-0 because
Yeah.
this is an exhibition. But everyone that's like alive right now and like knows about fighting, they're gonna know that he has that one loss technically if he
Yeah.
does lose. So it's all whack, man. That's the thing that he's never been rocked, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Nobody's.
you can't hit him. It's so hard to hit him. I mean, and he could be trained. Like he's never fought anybody in a ring that is as big as Logan because he's a little guy, 5'8",
Yeah.
145. He's tiny,
Yeah.
but he could be sparring against people twice his size. You never know who you're gonna hear he's sparring against. If he's sparring against people twice his size, he used to people that big.
Hmm.
That's just a lot. Like Canelo, he spars with 200 pounders at 168. Because 200
Yeah.
pounds is heavyweight.
I had never known how small Floyd was until that.
Yeah, man, they're all small.
Their
Canelo's small.
yeah. Until
He's
they had
5'9",
their
168.
thing where they were talking.
Yeah, man. Most boxers that you know are small. There's not like a lot of like the only like huge ones that you know are like Tyson Fury. He's 6'9" and he's been 400 pounds before.
Yeah.
Like he's people like that are huge. But he fights at like 270.
How
He's
tall
also
was how tall was Muhammad Ali?
I want to say like 6'4" or 6'3", but
Yeah.
he was a heavyweight too.
Yeah. He was a big guy.
Yeah, he was a heavyweight. Yeah, he's 6'3". Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why. Yeah. No. There's not really many lightweights that are tall other than Logan. But the thing is, Logan's being forced to get that small, which sucks for him.
Yeah, you got to. He didn't have to get all the way down there, but yeah, he had to lose a lot of weight. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, um, I think before, I think his KSI fight, I think he was sitting at about like 200.
Yeah, he was big. Well, that's not even big for him, but yeah, he's like
Yeah.
205 walking around. That's the thing, though. Professional fighter, you have to make weight, or else the fight doesn't happen. You also get fined.
Hmm.
Same thing in UFC. You're missing, and you're also missing like a big ol' opportunity if that happens.
Yeah.
Junk is weird, man. That's why, and they got months to prepare, but they don't start doing it. It's like weeks. And if you do a boxer's cut, you basically just dehydrate yourself for a week, and you can lose 20 pounds in like a day.
Hmm.
Like, it's ridiculous, but it's just so tough, bro. Because I remember Connor had to lose. Connor lost like 17 pounds in overnight just doing a boxer's cut, and you can't stand the next day because you're so
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
You wrap yourself in like 10 heating blankets, and you sit in like a sauna. You just sweat it off for hours.
Yeah. Because I mean,
It's tough.
that's how it is for wrestling. I mean,
Yeah,
you have
wrestling's
more
tough.
time. You usually have more time to prepare because you'll know what weight class you're gonna wrestle because you
Yeah,
choose. And then, but I mean, there's some people who just can't lose weight quick enough, so they're sitting in
that's the
with
problem.
like they'll have like trash bags and a bunch of clothes on.
From a decent Paulo Costa fan, and he's a very big wrestler. He's Brazilian. He's probably one of the best wrestlers in all of Brazil. The way, or just watching like a lot of his grappling and stuff, all they do, they don't really do boxer cuts. They just do like an ungodly amount of cardio to lose their weight for cuts. It's ridiculous. Like they
Yeah.
like ran around. They like him and his like 4 boys on his team and his coaches and stuff. They like did just like run around in circles over the mat over and over and over again. They ran straight around that circle for 2 hours one time, just straight 2 hours, non-stop. It's like they're running like a little marathon.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that
And
shit sucks. Cause I
and
mean,
you look at the mat and it's just drenched, bro. Like
yeah.
there's puddles. It's crazy.
Cause for wrestling, I mean, we'll run around our mats for like 15 minutes, and even that is just tiring and killing. Because I
Yeah.
mean, you sit there, you'll jog, and then you'll sprint, and then you'll jog, and then you'll sprint. And I mean, we also stop, but like we'll also when we stop, we do like ab workouts or push-ups or whatever.
Yeah. That's why UFC is so tiring, bro. It's probably the most tiring sport in the world. Is because of all the grappling there usually is,
Yeah.
and what like a lot of people do, and that's the reason Israel lost his one fight because he was 20-0 before he got beaten. But after he did lose that fight, Jan, they were talking like all this trash to each other, and Jan was like, "Hey man, you're a real deal. I'm 70 pounds heavier than you. And I almost lost." But
Mhm.
like what they like a lot of fighters do, especially Khabib. Khabib's a master at it. They just go dead weight on you, and they wrap around you, and they do dead weight for maybe a whole round, like a whole 5 minutes straight. You're sitting there, pretty much pushing 200 pounds of dead weight off you, and you can't get it off. And then your arms are dead, your muscles are dead, you can't move.
Yeah.
Junk's wild. Junk is wild, bro. That's another thing. Like I like it, it's a mixture between pretty much everything. 'Cause that's what MMA is. It's
Yeah.
just because you're used to wrestling, you know, you just gotta pin
Mhm.
somebody. It's still
Yeah.
a lot to pin someone. You gotta pin somebody.
Oh
You
yeah.
see,
No.
he's
And
just trying to
then
wrestle you. He's throwing elbows in your eye, bro. You can't move. You're allowed to punch
yeah.
him in the back of the head. You can't do that in boxing.
Yeah.
And bro, it's crazy.
Because I mean,
It's crazy.
just wrestling is hard enough as it is. Because I mean, you're sitting there for you have 3 periods. Each period is 3 minutes, and you'll be
Yeah.
sitting there. And I mean, some wrestlers they'll just like stall or they'll turtle up. So then you're just trying to run moves and you can't do anything because you're just sitting there like a turtle, and then you're wasting all your strength and everything.
And then UFC, if you're not on main card, you have 3 rounds, 5 minute rounds. If you're on main card, 5 rounds, 5 minutes. So potentially 25 minutes of just straight torture.
Yeah.
And you have to go to the hospital after that because you're concussed. You have bumps everywhere. You probably have some broken bones.
Mhm.
Junk's crazy. I remember they took a Navy SEALs, like people that have been through the worst. They took them through this UFC training day. They started crying whenever they brought the bamboo sticks on their shins because they have to strengthen their shins and stuff. And they
Mhm.
have these bamboo sticks they like rub across their shins. And what it
Oh.
does, it kills every single nerve in your shin. It's like a lot of fighters they don't have nerves in their shin and they don't feel it. That's like
Yeah.
oh shoot, what's his name? Chris Weidman, UFC 261. Not this UFC, but last UFC. He was
Mhm.
fighting Uriah Hall. First 17 seconds, he threw a leg kick. His leg snapped completely in half. It was a compound
Oh.
fracture
Yep.
in the
I know
bone.
exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
So his leg snapped completely in half. He didn't feel it. He didn't know because there's
Yeah.
all those nerves in there. Even you can snap your leg in half, you won't feel it because you're so used to. They literally kill everything.
Yeah.
So if the bone were to pop out, he'd have to see it. So
I've
he didn't
all.
feel it. His leg was in there. He went to step down and plant his foot, and it folded. And he looked down, and then that's like when the panic kicked in, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shoot, my leg's broke."
I've also seen where
So it's
somebody's
crazy.
like try to kick somebody in the leg, but they got like
Yeah,
the side of their knee, ankle
that
just
was
broken, go to step back and just fucking
that was if you're talking about the UFC fight, might have been wearing yellow shorts.
yeah,
That was
that's
Anderson
exactly.
Silva.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Guess who the guy? Chris Weidman was fighting Anderson Silva when Anderson Silva's leg snapped, and then 10 years later, Chris Weidman's leg snapped.
Damn.
So when Anderson Silva snapped his leg, he was fighting Chris Weidman, and then a fight ago, Chris Weidman snapped his leg, and Anderson Silva put it on Twitter, and he was like, "Oh, now you know how it feels." Blah blah blah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like stupid, bro. Scary.
Yeah, no, like seeing somebody just fucking absolutely destroy their leg and literally any sport is just fucking disgusting.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. But yeah, dude, like the way they do it, like they had SEALs crying, they had other people crying. It's crazy, dude. They have to do it for pretty much all of their training camp every day, and like it just creates this long, like purple bruise all across your shin bone.
Yeah.
Those things are sharp too, bro. Their shin bones and like their elbow, they're sharp. And plus, like I don't know if you know this, it happens to boxers too. It doesn't happen to like professional wrestlers because they can do whatever they want. It
Yeah.
happens to NFL players as well, or certain NFL players. That's why they be facing all these allegations and stuff.
Yeah.
Is when you're a boxer or a UFC fighter and you get in a street fight, you can go to jail for pretty much life because your hands are registered as a lethal weapon. So you punching someone as a boxer, it's you get the same penalty as stabbing someone with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. So you can't even like protect yourself and pretty. You can't protect yourself, obviously. But if you were just like wanting to fight this guy in a bar and you were a professional boxer and you were to knock him out or hit him, it'd be the same as stabbing him. You get the same penalty as stabbing him with a knife.
Yeah, which
It's
it's
stupid.
it's stupid,
It's
but
smart, but
it's yeah.
yeah.
Because I mean,
That's the thing, though. If you
if
have
you
people like Aaron Donald, Miles Garrett, not normal people, if they
yeah.
get in a street fight, that person's dying, bro.
Oh yeah, no fucking. I mean, the size of fucking Miles Garrett and then his athleticism is
Yeah, he's one of the
fucking
most athletic people in the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's out of this world.
He could be in the NBA if he wanted to. He's actually thinking about joining. So was Odell. Odell was wanting to be in the NBA if wide receiver didn't work out, but he's actually working out. So
Yeah.
Odell's crazy good at basketball. He was dropping bucket after bucket on Devin Booker. Like they were just taking turns dropping buckets on each other.
Damn.
Odell's nice, bro.
Yeah. No.
If you look all around, bro, I think LeBron's the greatest athlete of all time. Not right now, because obviously he has ankle problems and he's old. But
Yeah.
bro, LeBron could do everything. He was faster than everybody, naturally stronger than everybody, could jump higher than everybody. It's crazy. And they did this little graphic. They had Joel Embiid, Giannis, and Zion, and it said these three basketball players are stronger than everyone in the NFL. And then it said except, and it had like Aaron Donald, Miles Garrett, and some other dude. And it's facts. Like Joel Embiid, and especially Zion, bro. They're so strong. It's not even funny, bro.
Yeah. No. They should.
Zion,
They
bro.
should have gone into the
Zion,
NFL. I mean,
Zion can jump. He can grab a 12-foot rim, and he's 280 pounds.
yeah. Which is
It's
fucking
ridiculous.
is freaking nature right there.
Yeah. Joel Embiid's 7 foot tall, and he's built muscular. That's already rare in itself. Not to mention how strong he is.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for Giannis. But Giannis is just, he's different. He's the same height and weight as KD pretty much, but he's just actually muscular. KD's just Slim Reaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. I don't know, bro. I'd like to see like one day like them switch sports, like Miles Garrett go to like the NBA for a day, and like Zion play tight end. Bro, Zion at tight end.
Well,
Actually,
have you seen Miles Garrett dunk before?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
Get
because
who?
when I went to a Cleveland Browns game, they were showing videos of like the football players, and they were showing a video of Miles Garrett just being an absolute freak of nature, just
Oh yeah. Sports is mad weird recently. First NFL season after COVID, Browns are like 10-6. They do
yeah.
great in the playoffs. This year in the NBA, the Knicks are fourth best team in the league. First time in 30 years they've even made the playoffs.
So
The playoffs are legit happening next week. It's crazy.
here's
Teams that usually lose are winning.
here's what's about to happen. The Browns have a really good chance this year to go into the Super Bowl. Our our defense was already top tier, but now our defense is probably going to be the best defense in the league. And then also, we didn't we didn't draft a whole lot of people for offense because our offense is already fucking stacked. And we got one new running back and that was about it. And what they want to
Something you
do,
don't need.
yeah, well no, what they want to do with him is just have a trio that you can't stop because we already have a duo that you can't stop. So now they want to have a
Yeah,
trio.
Mr. Chubby and then woman kicker. Two goats.
Yeah. Never heard him. Never heard somebody call him a woman kicker.
Bro, there's literally a video. That's why he went to jail. He kicked a woman in an elevator.
Yeah, I saw that.
He booted her, bro. But nah, man. I mean, that's what we was talking about. Like when the football season was happening, is my Bills going all the way? My Bills were a game away from the Super Bowl. Makes me
Yeah.
so angry. But here's the thing about Jarvis Landry. You already know he's gonna have a good season.
Hmm.
He's working with Stephon Diggs, bro. You check his Insta. He's literally putting in work with Stephon. Stephon's the best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah.
That's my dog. Like they're hand in hand. Jarvis is good, man.
And then
It's just
also
Bills.
you then we also
Bills
have
Mafia.
And then we also have Odell, who's also a top tier receiver. He was
He he just
he
needs to stay healthy.
yeah, that's his thing. Cause he gets fucking hurt all the time.
He literally has not played a full season since his like rookie year.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's the bro. Stefan's ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
He's
no. Stefan is crazy.
came up out of nowhere. I've been a fan of him since he got drafted, bro. He didn't even start his rookie year. He started to start, bro. Not to mention he has the greatest catch of all time, Minneapolis Miracle.
Yep.
You already know.
Yeah.
Crazy. Now, I mean, it's not really his fault. I mean, he caught it and he scored, which is great. But I don't know, dude. The safety was like on retard pills or something. He closed his eyes. The Saints safety when that catch happened, he closed his eyes and then like try to like hit him with his back
Hmm.
instead of just wrapping up and like tackling him. No, man. He was like, we hit sticking with our eyes closed. I don't know, bro. Junk is wild. Stefan's different though. Josh Allen's different, bro. Josh Allen's the worst quarterback his first year in the league, his first year and his second year. His third year, which was last year, he was third in votes in MVP because how good he was.
Hmm.
He had 35 passing touchdowns, only 10 interceptions. He had the second most passing yards than any quarterback. Not to mention he also had 10 rushing touchdowns. He's 6'5", 240, can truck. You've probably seen him truck and stiff arm a couple defensive tackles because he's 6'5",
Yep.
240. And he's probably the third fastest quarterback in the league as a starter. The only people that are faster than him that I know for a fact are faster than him is Lamar and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
That's it. Lamar's different though. He was overhyped, but he's different.
Yeah. Lamar Lamar has been overrated since the
That's
start.
bro. He
I
needs to get
mean,
on that Josh Allen grind, get his passing nice, and his passing. You put Josh Allen's passing ability in there with Lamar's speed, bam, Michael Vick in his
yeah.
prime.
Yeah, literally that's what I was about to say. Like Lamar Jackson literally matches up almost equally to my just the
Yeah,
passing isn't completely there.
and he can't throw 90 yards like Vick could.
Yeah.
Crazy. Josh Allen also he did that. Josh Allen has the strongest arm in all of football right now. He
Hmm.
threw 145 yards. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that
You
is.
shouldn't be doing that. But that's the thing of how big he is. He's like Big Ben when Big Ben was in his prime. You shouldn't be that big doing those things. He's every quarterback nowadays is almost mobile. There's not very many quarterbacks left. There's obviously Brady, who's probably going to try to win his eighth ring, which is ridiculous.
God,
He already is set, bro.
he just
Not to
needs to
mention Tampa
fucking
Bay.
retire.
Tampa Bay is the only team in the NFL that is starting next season with all 11 on each side of the roster. They have the exact same team they had last year. They signed everyone back.
Yeah.
Every single starter they had last year, they're having it again. So it's really there's no so that like realistically, and you like put the numbers together, they should go to the playoffs again easily. Not to mention, Devin White popped off in the playoffs. He's a middle linebacker on the Buccaneers. Linebacker, he had 4 interceptions, 4 forced fumbles, and probably 60 tackles in 4 playoff games.
Hmm.
Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. Plus my boy Justin Jefferson, he should have won Rookie of the Year. Herbert did though. Herbert's goated though. He's nice
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Herbert is.
Justin Jefferson, bro, his rookie year, he broke Randy Moss's receiving record. Because it used to be Randy Moss's rookie receiving record. Justin Jefferson goes in on the Vikings. That's why it was such a fair trade, bro. Stephon leaves the Vikings, becomes the best receiver in the league. They get Justin Jefferson, best rookie receiver in the league. Crazy.
Yeah.
So they got Thielen, who's a white boy who has hands like that. Best white receiver in the league, without a doubt. Mr. Adam Thielen. Shoot, give me a second. I think the Chiefs, they drafted a white corner. I ain't sure how that's going to work out. I ain't seen a white corner start since ever.
Yeah.
I wasn't alive before, probably like Rod Woodson, but he's Mexican or something like that. So
Hmm.
that's crazy. It's not even it's not even a race thing, bro. White
Yeah.
people just don't play corner.
I mean, I play corner, but it's not like I don't
White
compare to
people
other people though.
that play corner that have a chance to go into the NFL as a white corner. Let me say that. There's D1 wise too. I've maybe seen 2, bro. It's crazy, dude.
It's because nobody really
They're all safeties or
tries.
something.
Yeah.
Our safeties are linebackers.
Oh, speaking of that, our last season we had the shittiest fucking um safety in the world. He was number 21. He fucking sucked, dude, and he was white. So what do you expect? But the thing is, he literally would let people run by him.
The heck?
I mean, he was fucking pathetic. I'm glad we fucking got somebody new.
So y'all got like, I don't know who y'all got. I know you got one. You got a Steelers safety, but I don't know if you're starting him. We have the like statistically, we have the best safe. The Bills have the best safety duo in all of football right now. We got Poyer and we got Micah Hyde.
Yeah.
Those two are crazy, crazy good. Usually teams just have like one good safety. We got two, bro. We got two god tier. That's the thing. It's so, dude. That's I don't know why people don't do that. It's so cheesy and so good when you have two like top five safeties in the backfield because they just work well together, bro.
Yeah.
They know what to do all at all time. And your safety, honestly, one of the most besides like D line. D line, if they can't stop them, don't look at the corners. Corners probably getting burnt every play unless you're Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Bam.
I mean, Ward is pretty good. He didn't usually get burnt that much.
Oh, Denzel.
Yeah.
Here. Say Denzel, nice like that.
Yeah. I mean, he had a uh, really clean tackle that blew up. It was, he slid under the receiver's arm and then came around and, got the running back's leg and tackled him. I think it was the running back. I don't
Tiny
remember.
dude.
Yeah.
Those corners are tiny.
Yeah.
That's the thing, bro. You think about like all these professional fighters, not professional. Most of them are small, bro.
Hmm.
They're really just regular sized people, and it's like it's crazy. Except for, unless you're on like the line, or probably like a quarterback or a linebacker, you're kind of small. Unless you're Derrick Henry, then you're freakishly big.
Yeah.
Especially fighters, bro. I mean, I would never mess with Connor because I'd get stomped. But he's a little baby, bro. He's 5'8", just so
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, which I found that crazy because,
Not to mention, he's swole now, bro. Because when he started in featherweight, and then he went to
hmm
lightweight, and now he's going to I don't even know what welter maybe. But bro, he's going to fight in 170, which is welter. Eventually, he's going to fight in 170. He's big, bro. He's actually like buff. It's crazy.
hmm. Yeah, no, I haven't seen him recently since his last
He's,
fight.
he's huge, man. So much bigger than what he was. They're just tiny people, man. I mean, you have people like Francis and Ngannou. He's the heavyweight champion in the UFC. He's crazy.
Hmm.
He's just huge, bro. He also his story's probably the best story too. Kind of like a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
He like grew up in like Kenya or something. They're like all Nigerian. They're Israel. The three people that hold belts right now in like the top heavy divisions, they're all Nigerian. You got Kamaru Usman, Israel, and you got Francis. Crazy. Francis though grew up pretty much the poorest you can grow up, like eating like one thing like every like week, and then he worked in a sand mine. That's why he got so swole. He also has a
Yeah.
world record for hardest punch.
I wonder how hard I can punch.
His his punch is equivalent to a 18-wheeler traveling 65 miles an hour hitting like a
What the
certain spot.
fuck?
Yeah. So like if you like take like the size of his fist and put it in a square, and you take like a big old wall and you take like a 18-wheeler, like that's pretty much what they did the math on that. It's
Damn.
crazy. Yeah.
Huh.
It's ridiculous.
How
That's
big
the
is
thing though,
this
Joe.
guy?
He's huge. He is like huge. He's 6'4", 250, and he has an 8-pack.
Huh.
Right now he has a 6 though, because he's fat.
Oh, that's too bad.
France is crazy. He's fighting Derek Lewis soon because John Jones would have fought him, and John Jones would have killed that man because John Jones is the greatest UFC fighter of all time. He's killing anybody. John Jones, bro. I wish him and Khabib were in the same weight class, bro. He would murder Khabib. I love Khabib, 29-0. He'd murder Khabib. John Jones is ridiculous. He's the greatest fighter that's ever been like alive on this planet. You take the greatest fighter of all time and like all of history, not even MMA fighter. You put Jackie Chan, whoever it is John Jones. John Jones is busting that man up. I don't know if you how long you've been watching UFC for. He might not be a John Jones fan because he retired like 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean I know who he is. I'm not much of a fan of him.
Bro, most title defenses of all time. He's undefeated. He has 21 belts, I believe, from 21 straight championship fights that he never lost.
Damn.
He's fought literally the best every single one of his fights. He's ridiculous, man. He beat Dominic Reyes. Not a very good fight. He beat Thiago Santos. That was a great fight. Oh, what's one fight I need to say? If you want like a very good fight to watch, probably one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life. Let me see. It actually might be the one against him and Thiago. Let me check. You're about to change your life with this. Or change the way you view this man. Bro, he's crazy. Also, highly recommend. I don't know if you watch me, you just talk about some YouTubers. Joseph Vincent, he makes the best montages for athletes, bro. He makes little 30-minute docu-series. It really puts like perspective on like who that athlete is. It's crazy. His videos are sick, man.
Might have to watch a couple.
I'm about to send you a John Jones one. You should watch right now, and I'm gonna send you Triple G one later. What the heck? Texas version. Is it? So, bro, John Jones fights like he's a, Oh, so you watch anime and stuff like Joe does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch that. Nothing to y'all. I mean, I mess with Joe all the time. I'm like, oh, you gonna watch your cartoons? But, Israel Adesanya, he fights like a anime character, and his nickname is the Last Stylebender, and he literally does like things he sees in anime shows. He does it in the cage.
Is he black?
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yes, he fights like Rock Lee. It's a taijutsu style kind of fight.
Yeah,
it's a
his
fighting.
name is Izzy.
Yeah.
Adesanya, that's what I was talking about. He's probably my favorite fighter. Not because he does it, but he's so deadly. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I think just about anybody that likes anime and sports likes him. Because if you don't, and you just don't know him, that's kind of sad.
You know Joe's personality, and he's like, I'm best of the best. And I'll ask him, I'll be like, you gonna beat up Conor McGregor, Joe? And he's like, for sure. He stands no chance. But I ask him like, what about? I'm like, what about Izzy? He's like, nah, I'm not fighting Izzy, never, because he knows.
Yeah.
He's like, Izzy's one person, not bro. He's different. He's really different.
Well, have you seen? Fuck, I don't remember whose podcast he was on, but it was a clip of him.
Maybe.
I don't think it was Joe Rogan's, but he was talking to them about something, and he was in a fight, and the guy he was against was just kind of like death staring him, swaying his arms, and Izzy looked at the guy, and he was like, "I'm ready to die right now," and just that's fucking crazy to say in the middle of a fight, for one. Because he talked about what he meant by that as well, and he was saying like, when he's ready to die, he's also ready to kill.
Yeah.
Well, that whole conversation he had in that podcast was just legendary.
It might have been. It was probably Joe Rogan because he's been on a couple Joe Rogan podcasts.
Okay, yeah, that might have been him.
Could have been Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva stared him down one time, but they're like boys now. Because Anderson Silva used to be Izzy before Izzy was pretty much born. He's like the OG. Let me see. It might have been Paulo Costa because him and Paulo Costa had the most beef. Paulo wants a rematch. Paulo Costa is probably one of the strongest, like physically strongest UFC fighters. He's also on roids, and it's so easy to tell. He just
Mm-hmm.
stops a month before he has to go pee in a cup. He got slumped by Izzy. He picked
Yeah.
him up, tried to slam him. Izzy took the slam and then pretty much broke his neck in half, and then just beat him up with punches. Like Izzy's like that. Dude, no matter how strong you are, you can't beat someone that is so talented at what they do.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man. Like, what's his name? I don't even you since you keep looking at the YouTube fighting stuff, you probably know Jake Paul was saying about fighting Dylan Dennis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dylan Dennis would get killed. I mean, he'd get killed in boxing. He trains with Conor McGregor and slaps Conor McGregor every single time they grapple. Dylan Dennis is probably one of the best people in the world at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. In the world, like his BJJ is world class, if not the best in all of the world. Like he is that good, and he slaps Conor. That's why Conor's so good at Jiu-Jitsu because he
Yeah.
trains with him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he's nice, and he looks
Mm-hmm.
homeless, bro. That's all he does. He literally wakes up, trains, and then like eats bad, plays video games all day. Like that's all they do.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about like really good, like really humble people that are also really good fighters. Like you don't like the way they look and act. You would not expect that from them.
Facts, bro. It's ridiculous. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Another thing, I was probably seen. I was wasn't alive when Floyd was fighting, like in his younger days,
Mm-hmm.
but I've seen probably 20 or 30 Floyd fights. Only like 5 like of like me actually seeing others like highlights and like videos and stuff. He's never once freaked out or gotten mad. But when Jake took his hat the other day, he got mad. That's the first time it's ever happened, and he's had 50 fights and 50 hatreds. So something that he did. I mean, obviously his hat. He's a billionaire. What's that one hat mean? And then he said, "Don't ever disrespect me, bro." That man Jake somehow got under his skin, bro. 50
Well,
fights. He's
Jake, that's
never
the
got
thing.
mad.
That's the thing. Jake is really good about getting under people's skin. I mean, he's. Do you not remember? Fuck. Whose fight was it that he went to? Oh,
That he went to?
he went to somebody's fight recently. I can't remember who it
Oh,
was.
that was UFC 261. That was
Yeah,
Jorge Masvidal versus Kamaru Usman. That was also Chris Weidman on the undercard that broke his
yeah.
leg that day.
Do you remember him having the whole stadium chanting "Fuck you, Jake
Yeah,
Paul"?
yeah, and he was about to fight DC, which DC would have murdered him if it was a street fight because he would just slammed him on his head.
Yeah.
It's funny, man.
But I mean, Jake Paul is just so good at getting under people's skin that he can.
That's nuts, bro. He really could have died, bro, or got seriously hurt. You don't mess with somebody when they got 13 huge bodyguards around them.
Yeah.
Like that's nothing. Bro. Here's the thing: if him and Floyd would have fought right there in a street fight, bare knuckle, Floyd probably would have stumped the man. He probably like would have dodged a couple punches and slumped him, or like they would have exchanged some punches, whatever. This man really got jumped. Floyd maybe got 1, 2 good hits in, and then his bodyguards just wrestled him, grappled him. You know, they pushed him against his wall, bro. No one's that strong.
Yeah.
Any of that, like one person against those amount of people, it's not happening.
Yeah.
It's not a movie. Like it's not happening. It's sad. Obviously, adrenaline kicks in. Like if you're like someone, John Jones can maybe take 5 grunt men at once. That's it though. Like that's world class type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Junk's crazy. No one's taking 13 big old bodyguards, bro. Especially if you're him, bro. Jake, bro. This thing about Jake, though, Jake's bigger than Logan. He weighs more and he's taller now. It's ridiculous.
Wait, Jake is bigger than Logan now?
Bro, yes. He walks around at 215. And he fights at 195.
I don't know about taller. I think they're about the
He
same
might be.
height.
I know they're either 6'4" or 6'1". But he literally had like a pretty much like a growth spurt. He went from like 5'10" up in height. He also gained like a lot of weight, but like not fat. He just got wider and bigger. It's crazy. He had like a growth spurt like 20,
Damn.
22. That's crazy. But hey, man, I was telling Joe about that, and Joe was like, "I have hope." He's like 5'8", just vibing.
Yeah.
You see,
Silly Joe. Actually, I don't even think Joe's 5'8". Unless he's gotten taller since the last time I've seen him.
No, I don't think he has, because me and him were, before I got hurt, because I injured my ankle horribly,
Hmm.
we were hooping every day at AT. Me and Joey were. We were hooping every day at AT, probably for like a month straight. And then we had one day where we got Will and Joe out there, and he's still pretty short.
Yeah.
Up his lady though. I
Yeah.
can walk now though. I can walk downstairs and I can do all this type of junk. I
That's
can probably
good.
start hooping in like another month. Is just busting.
Yeah, I'm planning on getting back in the weight room once tennis ends, and that actually is maybe it might end either Wednesday or Thursday.
The other day, someone what's it called? They had heard Sammy was getting swole, and they mistaked it or whatever. Because they were talking to me,
Mm-hmm.
and they was like, hey, you know Sammy? And I was like, and he said Sammy. I instantly thought of you. I was like, yeah, of course.
Sammy, yeah,
I
he
know
was thinking
Sammy
of
is,
Sammy Akers.
bro. And I was like, bro, that's Sammy Akers. And he's like, you sure? I'm like, is it this him? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, he's different. He got big out of nowhere. Like
Yeah,
he's
no,
bro,
because I've known Sammy Akers.
huge,
I've known Sammy Akers for years now, and
bro.
him and Austin, Austin's older brother, they got massive together. Like both of
Bro,
them were scrawny, and then all
yeah,
of a sudden, just both of them were bulky as fuck.
they're shredded. That's the thing that I was talking to Michael. Me and Michael are very good friends. Michael Shett.
Yeah.
I was telling him, I was like, bro, you gotta play football. You at safety would actually murder some kids, because he is. If you put him in a race, he is the fastest kid at Gainey.
Oh yeah, no.
Probably Cub. He's fast. He's probably faster
He's
than everybody at Cub too. That I know. I don't know about track stars, but every football player he's really fast. Cub didn't even have any fast football players.
yeah.
It's sad, but he's faster than everybody at Gainey. He's extremely strong. He's strong for his weight, especially. Like he's obviously gonna be strong because he works out all the time. He's not like big old redneck strong though. You know what I mean? Like that's a different kind of strength. But he also has hops. I'm pretty sure he has the record at Gainey for vert. He does. Yeah,
Um,
he does.
I think so, but I think
Cause
right behind him in second would be Drew Kraft, because Drew Kraft can really fucking jump. I mean, I don't know
he
how.
did it in the weight room with like 45 second top of each other.
Yeah, but I mean,
Right.
I think Drew he jumped up. I want to say it was like 4.5 feet,
Jesus. Bro.
and that
Because
was like just doing box jump, kind of like what Pichette did.
Homie has like a little bit of anger issues though, and he said he'd probably end up murdering a kid on the field. Because I remember one time, what's his name? Dylan. I'm good friends with him. I don't remember his last name though, because he came to school in like 10th grade. Oh God, he plays football.
Doing
Uh,
nicely,
no, uh,
Gibson.
no. Uh, he has like two sisters. I'm pretty sure he might have been quarterback. He was either quarterback or running back. Let me see. Let me just go to Snap because I feel bad. I feel like a bad friend. Literally hunted this so many times. Burton.
Oh, Dylan Burton. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, let me answer this call real quick. Alright. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Dylan Burton. Because him and Michael were messing around on the track one time,
Mm-hmm.
and Dylan did something to him, bro, and it made him mad. Michael